Welcome, guys. Another crazy ride during trade session today for AMC Stock. So closing for almost 300% gain, closing at 1990. And then even though it pulled back a little bit at 16 during after hours, we're going to talk about it in a minute. But intraday, hit the 25 and then dipped a little bit until the 11, after multiple halts. And then due to circuit breakers. And then this happens when the stock jumps crazy, within minutes. They halt it for a few minutes and then release it again for people to trade. And then, it jumped again back, dipped a little bit, as we see after hours, but it did close kind of strong, finishing up 1980, 90 after, kind of stabilizing or consolidating a little bit around that 1760 or 18 something. So actually, I wouldn't really, worry about the fact that it did pull back after hours because GameStop is doing the same. I think at this level, people are taking, profits. If people bought it, like at $2 or even 190, 3, 4, I mean, this is a huge, at least 250% gain for them. So, I have a friend who made 40K just today. He bought it at 260. He had 3,000 shares and then sold everything around maybe 17 or 16 and then, banked 40K just today. So, it's just, normal trading psychology of people here. So I wouldn't really worry about it since, even after hours, it dipped to 14 and then it's kind of coming back up. So the interesting part will be to see how tomorrow or even, after 7 p.m. things go. I think this will be a good opportunity for people to buy, people who jumped in at 20 or even 25, when it was up right after market opening and then kind of average down the price, or even people who didn't have the chance yet to get in and then might also get in post market or even tomorrow. So it's been interesting to see how this will play tomorrow morning. Do I still think this will run up? Well, I think it does, but we have to be cautious here because of multiple factors. First of all, I think the short squeeze happening here, to me, it's really beginning, because there was a short squeeze, but it wasn't really because of the whole Reddit, thing and Wall Street bet. It was because of the big news around the company, AMC Entertainment Theaters, securing funds to continue to operate, to sustain the operations throughout the year. Now, the fact that it jumped yesterday from 496 to 1990 today, I think this is the beginning or the commencement of the real short squeeze. Now, it can pull back tomorrow. I wouldn't really be surprised or shocked if it did pull back tomorrow, maybe around 15 or 1570 or something around those figures. But if it does pull back below, that 1550 or 1575 mark, then I think it will sell off more than expected and probably come back to on Friday. Why Friday? Because Friday is the day where you do close your options contracts. So since there is still not huge, but a very considerable amount. I think we do have 68% or even 38 million short interest within the AMC position now. I think this is something that still have, the power to catalyze the share price to grow even higher than what it is now. And I think more people also, since GameStop also, skyrocketed today, it did pull back also after hours, but the fact that it jumped 360, to 380 intraday and then pulled back to close around 346, this is also a sign, even though the short seller exited the position, this is still a sign that, those Wall Street bets are really going after, those short sellers. So I think there is also something to really pay attention into here, guys. The fact that these companies or these stocks, these high traded stocks, are now being traded heavily. We have AMC, we have Express, we have GameStop, we have Bloomberg, we have Nokia, we have other stocks that are on the list that retailers are buying, and this drove the attention of the regulators and the White House as well. So the Biden administration is kind of starting to look into the GameStop play, and I think they're also going to start to look into possible other stocks that may be also on the same trading trend with GameStop. Now, that may be a potential catalyst for AMC, because the fact that AMC is beginning to be hugely expensive for retailers, I think people, as they take profit in GameStop, they might potentially, drive those profits and start buying AMC as well. Now, the other thing is, the fact that AMC and GameStop are now restricted from trading or have specific restrictions into trading with TD Ameritrade and Schwab, which are two big investment or trading platforms. This is also something that can potentially, drive the movement of the price in a way or another. So just be aware of those, because it's kind of getting ugly. Those billionaires or those Wall Street guys, they started getting pissed off because they've seen that we are hurting them. So I think if you are not into the trade as of yet, I think you can still get in, but be really cautious. All right, guys. That's everything I had for today. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel, and then if you do like the video, if you feel like it brings you an added value, let me know. And also, guys, let me know, what are you guys doing with your AMC shares? Are you still holding up? Are you selling? Did you sell today? Do you plan to still get in? Let me know.